everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to sync customer orders from Shopify to Google Sheets automatically. Let's suppose I'm running an e-commerce store and I have a store on Shopify. I want that whenever there is a new order, automatically that order detail should be added in my Google Sheets spreadsheet. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Shopify and Google Sheets. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I'm going to receive a new order from Shopify, automatically that order detail will be added to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to sync Shopify orders to Google Sheets automatically. For this, I'm going to create automation between Shopify and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. After browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. Now before we sign in, let me take you towards this Pabbly community. So Pabbly community is an active forum where users, experts and Pabbly support team come together to share tips and best practices, solve technical issues quickly, discover automation, integration and new use cases, learn from real examples shared by other users. You can ask your questions anytime. Someone from the community or support team usually replies very quickly. You can connect with thousands of Pabbly users worldwide, share your workflows and get new ideas. You can get early updates about new features, improvements, and important notices. By joining, you are never stuck alone. You become a part of a growing network of people who help each other automate smarter and faster. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now, and it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and from here I'm going to select this workflow builder. I have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible, and then I have this classic one which is stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I have to enter the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first, let's name this workflow as sync customer orders from Shopify to Google Sheets automatically, and now I need to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as Google Sheets Automations and then click on Create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on Create, this box has appeared in front of me, which is asking me to enter this trigger application. Here it says add trigger, choose your first application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to sync the customer orders from Shopify to Google Sheets, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new order from Shopify, all the order details will be automatically added to my Google Sheets, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new order from Shopify, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger is basically going to activate this or trigger this workflow. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Shopify, and then in my action application, I will be taking Google Sheets. To add this trigger application, I have to click on this plus sign, and in my trigger application, I will be searching for Shopify. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take new order. Now I have to click on this connect. So here Shopify is connected with Pabbly Connect. So now I have to make connection between Shopify and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me. And this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Shopify with Pabbly Connect. Reading the help desk, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Shopify account. So this is my Shopify account, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this settings, and from settings I have to go towards this notifications. Over here I can see this option of webhooks. I will open this, and then I simply need to click on this create webhook. Now in the event is whenever the order is created, I am going to select the event as order creation. In the format, I am going to select it as JSON. And then in this URL, I am going to enter the webhook URL which I am provided in my workflow. I am going to copy this webhook URL, paste it over here, and then I am going to select the latest API version, which is this one. Now I simply need to click on this save, and here the webhook saved successfully. If I go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow, I can see this waiting for the webhook response. Now I have to do a test submission, which means I'm going to do the order placement in my Shopify store, and as soon as I place this order, I should receive the response in this workflow, and this is going to show us the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Shopify with the help of this webhook URL that is successful. I'm going to open my Shopify account, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this online store and then click on this view your online store. So here my Shopify store has opened in front of me, and here let's suppose I want to get this Midnight Muse black dress. I'm going to open this, click on this buy it now, and then I'm going to enter the dummy details in all these fields. So let me add all these details quickly. So here I've entered my email address as current123@pabblytudes.com, and then I've added the delivery address and my name. And then the rest of the details. After adding all these details, I'm simply going to click on this pay now. Let's wait till the payment gets confirmed. And here the payment has been successful. The payment is confirmed. If I go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow, I should receive all these details. Let me quickly open my workflow, and if I scroll down, you can see that just 10 seconds ago, I have received the response, which means as soon as I placed the order, I received the response. Now, if I scroll down, I can see the payment was made of 2360. So here I have received the amount 2360, and then I have received the rest of the details, like the name was new user, address details are these, and then I have received the rest of the details like the product name, and then the billing address and the email address. Now here, as soon as I've placed this order, I have received the response, and this shows the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Shopify with the help of this webhook URL that is successful. And now whenever there will be new order placement, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever I place a new order, I want to add that detail to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on this add new action step button, and in my action application, I will be searching for Google Sheets. In my action event, I'm going to select it as add new row and then click on connect. Now over here, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on the sign in with Google. I need to choose my Google account with which I have logged in my Google Sheets. And after choosing that account, I simply need to click on this allow. So here Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter these details. So first I need to enter the spreadsheet. Here I've created the spreadsheet by the name Shopify order details. So I'm going to select this from this drop down, and then I'm going to see that all the fields which I have in this spreadsheet, I have over here. And this means the spreadsheet is connected to my workflow. I'm quickly going to add all these details, and as I do this, you will see all the details will appear here. Now, I'm not going to enter these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Shopify, and when I click on this field, I can see this Shopify. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from here. I need to enter the name first. So the name of the customer was current user. I have entered that, simply clicked on that name and entered that. And then I have entered the email address. So the email address was current123@pabblytudes.com. Then the order item was the dress, this one. I'm going to enter this, and then the amount of this dress was this one. This was the total price. I will enter the total price, and then I'm going to enter the address also. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on Save and Send Test Request, and here we have received a positive response. I'm quickly going to open my spreadsheet, and here we can see that we have added all the details automatically and instantly. Now to summarize, we took Shopify as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect, and as soon as the new order was placed, I received all the details in my workflow or in my Pabbly Connect. After that, we wanted to add all the details to Google Sheets, so we made connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets and then added all the details to Google Sheets automatically. This is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Shopify and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.